As the analysts pored over the election results last month, one of our MPs suggested a hidden problem for the Conservatives.
I am concerned about double voting. I really am, and I think the Electoral Commission needs to look at that. I think they need to look at it.
What do you mean about double voting?
Where students vote at home and then students vote actually in their university towns.
Her remarks prompted hundreds of tweets about the issue. So how big is the problem? The Electoral Commission says complaints would be made to police forces. Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire Police all told us that they've received no complaints.
I found one or two examples online of people who appear to be admitting that they did vote twice in the election in a way that might have broken the law. But I haven't found many more examples than that. It didn't seem to make a big difference. So if that didn't, what did?
The political parties are certainly investing more and more effort into social media. Facebook in particular offers advertisers like political parties the chance to target certain groups of people with high precision. The data you give the company every time you post a status update can be used to make assumptions about what messages, commercial or political, you might be sympathetic to.
But what we found was when we were using the targeted ads, that that was also reaching several thousand people, and you can also be even more sophisticated and target particular demographics. So people who got interested in environmental issues, for example, younger people who were Brexiteers and so on. So we used it in a very effective way, I think, this time, and it's only going to grow in its importance in future elections, I think.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Lewis Bassett helped craft Chris's social media videos.
Absolutely. I think the impact of social media in the election campaign in Derby North was probably quite massive. Obviously, we ran a really brilliant ground campaign, as we normally would, but the returns that we were getting from the doorsteps didn't necessarily indicate that we were going to have a sweeping victory. And social media possibly picked up those voters that weren't on our radar for the ground campaign.
And Chris's opponents admit that social media is a race that the Conservatives are losing.
Completely. There's a couple of reasons why, I suspect. One is because of the student vote. Clearly, you don't need young people to be developing the Instagram, the Snapchat or anything like that. In fact, it probably was people even older than myself who were delivering that message. But what they were doing incredibly successful was using the medium to connect with that audience. And no, we absolutely didn't.
The Conservatives arguably had bigger problems at this election than a possible lack of tech savvy, not least their manifesto. But it's clear, with social media playing a bigger part in our lives than ever before, anyone wanting to represent us here can't afford to ignore it.